An Eastenders star, Brian Conley, joins us now. So good to see you.
That's a bad day for your character.
I know. It's not going smoothly, but, you know, he's in Eastenders, let's be honest.
I know his name's Rocky, but it has been a rocky road to this marriage, hasn't it? It really has.
Yeah, and, of course, tonight's ep, he's been blackmailed by his ex, who she never signed the divorce papers, the wonderful Vicky Michelle. And, of course, he's now in a position where his back's against the wall and they've got to find this money because he's been blackmailed and anything can happen. And
yeah, so Joe wants 50 grand, doesn't
I know!
50 grand's a bit over the top, isn't it? It's a bit far-fetched.
I know, well, they might have to sell... They might have to sell the chip shop.
Oh,
you know, so there's all that happening, you know. But I love it, I really do. You know, I've had to work on my frown, you know.
It's really weird seeing you last night, actually. I was watching you, and there's a moment where you're getting married, and then you're looking over your shoulder, and you see Joe in the background. I was like, why is no one noticing that he's looking over his shoulder to see Joe in the background? So no one notices, including your wife.
Because his back's against the wall now, you know, he realises that he's just about to commit bigamy, you know, doing his vows. He could go down for 7 years. And all hell's broke loose, you know, because he's now in this room, you know, the registry office with a load of people all suited and booted. So, you know, he's in an awful position. But, I mean, that's what makes it great, you know. Nothing can run smoothly, you know.
It really
It's not interesting.
You must have loved that when you saw that storyline coming.
I love it, and I love
Vicky Michelle, Gillian Taylor, I mean, legend.
And to marry Gillian, you know, I mean, to be part of it and to be part of history is such an honour. You know,
she's amazing, isn't she? She's such a good actress.
Unbelievable.
Oh, there she is. Look at her.
Well, look at you, eh? Look at that guy.
You know what I mean?
You look fantastic.
The old Jules Clooney kick.
You are right, though, you know.
Or Wayne Rooney, I'm not quite sure.
Because we all remember, I never forget the first EastEnders episode. And it was such an exciting thing when it came along, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It was phenomenal, you know. And to think that the Albert Square really does exist. It's this place, you know, in Elstree. And when you step foot on it, it's so, you know, so much history there. You know, so for me, you know, I often kick myself to go and going, oh, my God, I'm in the Vic. I'm getting married to Kathy Bill, you know.
You've earned your stripes now.
Well, what is it? At Christmas, I would have been there 3 years and it's gone like that.
It's unbelievable,
It is. It is. And they're a real nice bunch. And when you think that we're bashing out 4 eps a week, it is phenomenal, this huge juggernaut of a show. And when you get there, there's 4 film units on the go. You've probably got about 3 goes that you've seen. I mean, they never walk away if it's not right. But, you know that you've got to hit the floor running, and that takes you a long time to get used to that and understand that animal.
You're you're a proper inspiration, man. Seriously, you've been going for like so long.
Damn right.
And you've been so good.
My management.
Huh? But you've been going for so long and you've been so good and you've done so many things, you know? How does acting in a soap compare? Because, like...
You cannot compare it.
Right.
To nothing?
No, nothing it will ever sort of put you in that position. Even the admin, where you've got to go, I need to make sure, is it that scene I need to learn by Thursday or is it that scene?
Because they shoot out of sync,
of course, and sometimes then you'll be in the Vic doing something that's, you know, is meant to be 10 o'clock at night, it's actually 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, and all that. But no, I mean, how they sort of work all that out, I have no idea, you know.
How do you find the lines, learning the lines? Are you good at it?
I got used to it. Natalie Cassidy, who plays Sonia, she said, Brian, it becomes a muscle, you know. And some of the actors do actually go, right, OK. And I'm going, I spent all weekend looking at that. But, you know, it's part of it. And it does get easy. And the writers get used to you and they know how you might say things in the end. So, you know, that takes a little bit of time to kick in. Look at me, like, experienced person.
I love it.
I had to work on the accent. You know, that was tough, you know, being a Londoner.
Didn't come easy.
Yeah, no, it was very tough, you know.
I think we've got a clip of tonight's show, haven't we?
Oh!
He's got himself in a bit of trouble because his ex is claiming that she never signed the divorce papers. All he wants to do now is divorce his ex so he can live happily ever after with the woman he loves, his one true love.
OK. So, Dave...
Who?
Your mate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He needs to see a solicitor as soon as he can. Because it sounds like he's been a victim of fraud himself. And presuming that he doesn't have form with this kind of thing, it should be easily sorted.
I just hope it works out for Dave.
I love the fact he's pretending it's someone else. And then when she goes down, you go, who? Oh, yeah, come, yeah.
We saw those amber cufflinks as well. That was the first time we saw them since the flash forward.
Yes.
When was that?
I mean,
Over a
very
year
cleverly,
ago,
so the show in February showed a death that happens at Christmas.
Yes.
So there's a person laying on the floor, no one, even we have no idea who this person is as actors and as people in the show, and they see the cufflinks, and that's the only thing you see of this dead body. The cufflinks turned up the other day, so and then they're given to a character called Jack.
Love that.
It is. So it's the first time you've seen these cufflinks, and that's the only thing as a fan of the show you know that dead body's wearing them. So I think it's very clever what Chris has done, our exec and the writers, and it's really exciting. And we do all sit again. Oh, I wonder, because it could be anyone. It could be any one of us. And that's
work so hard, don't they, churning those plots out? It's not
the writers are
an easy thing to
fantastic.
do,
The whole show is, and we won, you know, best soap
ask you about the soap award. Congratulations!
I know, and that was a big honour because that was voted by the public.
Yeah,
you know, so
Eastenders cleaned up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well.
I've got to say before you go, we've only got a bit of time left, but you are the best person I've ever seen in Panto. You're the most funniest man I've ever seen. I'm doing Panto for the first time this year. I'm gutted you're not in it. It's in Birmingham.
What one are you doing?
I'm doing Jack and the Beanstalk.
And you're...
Yeah, so I'm gutted you're not in it. Where are you going to be? You mean Milton
I'll
Keynes?
be in Milton Keynes this year, which I'm excited about. Buttons in Cinderella. But I'm bringing it into the 21st century. I'm going to be called Velcro this year. But no, I'm enjoying it. I love Christmas.
Oh, me too.
It's great fun, and it's the only time in any genre where they will love you in Panto because it's not a play. They want you to have fun. They want you to ad-lib and just enjoy yourself. You will shine.
No, but honestly, you are the best. Milton Keynes.
EastEnders continues, BBC One, and I play, of course, at 7:30. Thank you, mate.
My pleasure.